Hello everyone, welcome you all for the next lecture of this module 4 for the course Selenium with Java. This is lecture number 31, module number 4, and today we will learn the Selenium POM, Base Object Model. Okay, so we will learn now Selenium POM. So let's start now. Okay. First one, we'll see the theory of POM, then advantages of POM, implementation of POM. How to do implementation of POM. Okay. See, theory of POM. POM full form is Base Object Model. POM, Base Object Model. First of all, listen, it's a design pattern, and design pattern can be implemented in any framework. Okay. POM is a design pattern, and design pattern can be implemented in any framework. Okay. Now, if you remember in DTF, KDF, we were dealing with the Excel file. We have to store the data in Excel file. In the previous lecture of DTF, we have stored the username and password in the Excel file. So what interface we have to use? File, then workbook, then sheet, then row, and then column. But in POM, we don't need to create any Excel sheet. We create repository of web element, the code acting on these element. This is matter. So in POM, the main thing is repository. We have to create the repository. In POM, main thing is repository. We have to create repository of the web element and the code acting on these elements. What do you mean by repository? Repository means it's a common location where we store everything. It means common location for storing objects. Okay. Now, framework can be created in more structured way if we use the POM. So, remember, POM is a design pattern. So, generally in the POM is a page objects model. So, we'll create different pages of the script. POM is a page objects model. So, we'll do page-wise distribution in the POM. We'll do page-wise distribution in POM since its name is page object model. So, its role is also page-wise. So, page-wise distribution POM happens. So, advantages of POM. If you use POM, what is the advantage? First of all, repository is here and you can use anytime. So, reusability of code increases. Reusability of code increases. Then, code maintenance will be easy. Code maintenance will be easy. If code is small, then you can find error very easily. So easily find out error location, and definitely length of code will reduce because we are creating different pages. So for the page, the code will be reduced. So length of code will reduce. Implementation of POM can be done by class or base factory class. Implementation of POM is done by class or base factory class. Now, program for POM. I'm doing again program for RN SRM application. So we'll create one login page, one logout page, and one calling this POM page. This is the POM login page, POM logout page, and one is calling this login and logout. So we'll create 3 class. Okay. So first we'll create login class. In login class, okay, the username we are defining the variable uname. For password, you are defining the variable keyword, and for login, we are defining login button. Okay. Here, by.name, and if you remember, you will do the program w.find element in by.name, and you find this username by inspecting the username box, by inspecting password, and by login button. Okay. Now, this is the repository. This is the repository. Repository we want for one for URL. Okay, one for username, one for password, one for login button, and this is for the whole login process. So for repository, public void URL, in URL you will write w.get URL, means the application for which you are doing, we are going to create page. Okay, this. Then username, the type string, where username initialization un, wd.find elements, what element username dot send keys, UN. Similarly, for password, string type PWs, initial word. So www.find element password dot child is PW. Next is login. So www.find element is login button. So login button dot click. Because here we have mentioned this variables. So I'm using variable. Now in main method, if you want to log in the Selenium application, so what parameter you need? First you have to launch URL. So URL will be launched over here. Simply for Orange HRM application, if you want to do login, first you have to launch the URL. This is URL. Jump. Then you want username. So username will be over from here. Then password. Password will be from here. Then login means login button will be clicked here. This is only login page. This is for login page. We have to. Next, we'll get the logout page. In logout page, same WebDriver WD used. In logout page, this .wd equals to WD means this WebDriver used over here and used outside the class whole at whole place it is same. That's why this .wd equals to WD. Here, by call calling was there before clicking on logout button. Otherwise, I'll show you there in the site. By .expert and logout link. Okay. Then one program is for calling. To deal with this call, we have mentioned one program for this logout link. We have mentioned. Then logout process. Logout process, we have to two clicks. First, we have to click this callings. Then we have to click for logout. This is form page for logout. OHL. This is form page for logout. And one page is for calling both login and log. Okay. So simple calling for main method. This up to here the same program. System.set property for defining WebDriver, then Chrome options and argument in Chrome options. Then object of WebDriver WD WebDriver. Okay. Then window to manage maximize. Then here applications launch. Okay. Launch of this URL. Then implicit wait. Okay. Then this we have called login page with LIN, new login page and with WebDriver. Similarly, we have called logout page, new logout page test. Okay, this is phrase. But how to enter credentials? So see, login process, the variable we have mentioned here, and login process, we have created the login page. There, from there, login process. First word UN is admin, then second is password is 1. Similarly, for log.logout process, so automatically it will call this logout process. Okay. Logout page, then it logon page, it will see the comment log.logout process, what it's showing. Okay. So first for this log.logout process, it will click the callings, then it will click the logout process. Okay. So now let's see with the programming. So let's start with Eclipse. This is your project, Java project. In Java project, we have created this package, Selenium framework, right click, new class. Others, what can we do? We can create from different package also. Okay, we can create different package formats. So what I am doing, in module 4, right click, new package. Package name is form. Finish. In form, I'm creating new class. Login form page, including menu. Login form page. See, package name is form. Public classes login form page. Okay, form page. Public static void main method. But here main method is not required, so I'm deleting this main method. Okay. Now public class login page. First we have to define the WebDriver. WebDriver. Okay, we always use WD. So I'm giving mentions here. WebDriver WD. Then make one class. Public. The class name is login page. Means with same name. The inside is WebDriver WD. And here also WebDriver is same. So just mention this dot WD is same WD. You see what mistake is going here. Can you type, then we have to WebDriver. Okay, now here syntax error on token class. Syntax error means you don't need to type class. We need to type the name of class. Okay, this is done. Now we'll mention three parameters: username, right whole thing, username, name will be confused. Username, I'm just typing. Username equals to, see, I'm dealing with scoring HRM applications. See, so for this username, if you remember, if I inspect, see, if I inspect this username, by name, it's username. For password, name is password. I can go with by dot name. It's the same I have used over here. My username first to by dot name. The name is, sorry, name is user name. Same for password. Password equals to by dot name. Name was password only. By dot name, password. Then third is login button. So by login button. I'm just looking it quickly. By dot xpath. Okay. The value of xpath is what is login button. Right click, inspect, and right click over button type, copy xpath. This is login button, but here what is error here? See here. Click on this cross syntax error on token app invalid assignment operator. And I will right click on this. This here. Copy xpath. Maybe some arrow here. I don't understand. Because same part I have copied before also, and same part I have copied over here also. Okay. Now this is done. Now we'll create the repository. I'm writing a comment for the repository. Okay. So we'll first create a repository of URL. So that should be visible to all public. Then mention return type void URL. Then how to get URL wd dot get and take URL from here. Save. Then you wait for username. So again, public void, public void. Okay. For username, username. If I write username over here and username over here, then it will conflict. So I have to mention here new name. Otherwise, it can conflict. Username, password. Okay. So username here that I'm taking username UN and mention the type string. String that should be capital. That's why it is there. Okay. Now, how to find username? Then wd dot find elements. Then y dot name. The name was, if you remember, username was there. Otherwise, take forward. For username, name is username. Okay. So here, my name. But since we are creating the repository, so we'll not type here. We'll write here only unit. Okay. We'll write here only unit. Name dot send piece. And here also we'll write UI. Okay. UI. Username, password. This for username. Next, the same for will create for password. So I'm will copy over here and create for username. Here I'll type password. Okay, string pw. Password string pw. Okay, and here keyword. Keyword. And here pw. String pw. Since we are creating the repository only, so we'll not here pass the actual value. Here pass only use name. The variable we have defined. The variable we have defined username, we have defined new name, password we have defined keyword, login button, and credential we have already mentioned here. Username, password, and expert. We already mentioned here. So we'll not mention it at here. These values. Okay, here we'll use only variables. This is for password. After password, we have to update for login button. Public void login. So public void login. For login, just wd dot find element. Okay, by dot. Okay, what we have mentioned here, login button. We take from here. By dot login button. Then what we want to do with this button, click. Suggestion is not there, means there will be some error. By dot log is not there. Please take some error over here. So first see if there's any error here. WebDriver cannot be verified. So WebDriver we have to install the import. Form base WebDriver is already imported. And what is action? Already imported WebDriver. Check WebDriver we have defined outside this class is public login based WebDriver. That should be I guess capital. That's what I then username password login button on every repository. This is for URL, for username, for password, for login, not find elements. Bias should not be there. This variable. Variable we have taken login button. Because we are not finding from here, we have already find here. We have already find here by extra. Now click should be there. Dot. First it should be closed. Then click. Now click is there. Okay. Now this is closed. After close, then again for login process. So public void login process. For login, we want two parameter UN and password. UN, password. Define type also string UN and string password. String password. Next, for login person, what we want to click the URL. Then we want username pass. Username we have defined by variable 12. Then we want password that is defined by PW variable. Then click on login. Error is over here. Let's put the capital. Okay. So this page is for login form. Similarly, we will create a page for logout form. So right click on your package. Create. Right click on your package. New task. So logout form page. Wait method we don't require here also. Okay, because this is a repository, so we'll not require here. So again, we have to create this. First mention the WebDriver over here. WebDriver. Okay, and we have to put the task public logout page. Page origin. About the origin. And here get the reference of WebDriver. Okay. Since we have mentioned WebDriver here, so it will not confuse. That's why I mention here this dot WD mention equals to W means both WebDriver are same. Okay. Now, after closing this, if you remember, if you want to click on logout page, here, if you want to click on logout page, first we have to click on this fall column. Then this menu will be there. Then we can click on logout. First, we have to click on this fall column. So first we have to make for fall column. Okay. So by for fall calling, I write POCOLL. Fall call equals to. Now we'll find this element by dot xpath. See how to find this. Right click on fall calling, inspect. Dock site at bottom. Again, right click on fall calling, inspect. See, nothing is there, no ID, no name. So I'll just copy xpath command. Right click on this, copy xpath. Come here, by xpath, by xpath, and copy the xpath over here. Copy the xpath over. Okay. This is for calling. Similarly for logout and giving the variable name logout only equals to. Now see for logout button. Right click on logout, inspect. It's in anchor, inside the anchor. For anchor, we'll use link text. Link text is logout. Okay, so we'll use link text. So logout equals to by dot link text, and link text is logout. Okay, so inside anchor, it's a link. If you want to click on link, we can find the element by locators link text. This is for logout. Okay. Now we have to create one method for call calling and one method for logout. Okay. So see. So public void. Now name should be different. So I'm giving the name call callings. Call callings. Okay. For call callings, WT dot find elements. Remember, don't use by because we have already mentioned here. Just use this variable. Go to the previous mistake which I have done. Okay. Not log out. What? See. Okay. Fine. Dot. Okay. Over next we have to create for logout. Okay. So public void log out, and WD dot find elements, and log out name we have given log out only, okay, and dot click. This is for logout only, but we next is for logout process. Because for logout we need to click on both. This is one method for clicking on call callings, one method click on logout. But for logout we need to click on both methods. Okay, so one more method for logout process. Public void logout process. So we need to call click on this call callings in this name. Call callings. And click on logout. Program answer. Now we'll see the errors. First, this return type is missing because we have not mentioned void. The void is not required over here. But we have already mentioned driver, so see the driver. How it will. We have mentioned class, the public login page, but driver simple we have mentioned like this only. Login form page. And our form page that driver activity. This activity start and end. Same I have used here. Okay, first let me copy from here. Then I will check which mistake is showing. First, I'm arranging a logout. It's not here. Logout page I'm waiting on. That is that invalid assignment. Again, it is not for callings. I again copy the expert. Expect. Copy. Expert. These are removes here for logout. Duplicate free logout form page dot logout. Logout form page dot logout. Duplicate name is taken. Logout from OHM. I'll mention over here. I'm just changing the name because same is again. But here should change. But everywhere it will log out the first values. Then insert to I guess this. Small package error. Now every error removes only this is. And type this. I have a major written type here also. Upper one public class login page, then public void. For this one. What is this here? This goes over there. This is not all. This is part of this. So this is what is different type format is missing. See, mistake was this. This name and this name should be there. That's why it was showing this written type is missing. Yeah. And here also, this class name and this is same both. Here we are mentioning only web level. Same over. Okay. So this these two repository created. Now third class we have to create calling forms. Right click on this form, new class calling form. Now here we remain that. Okay. Now we have already created program for login for password. Sorry, for logout. Now we have to create right program how to call this. Okay. Inside main method, first we have to launch the URL. So for launching URL, we know first we have to mention system.set properties. I'll take from anything else. Starting program. So here I'm taking this program. First, set property, home options, web driver, window should be managed. And title is then implicitly page. Okay, now the type. Okay, name should be remembered. Login page. Whatever name we have given here, only that name should be used. Okay, so login form page. Otherwise, it will show error. Login form page, and I'm giving this name as a name, value name. And new, because I'm creating object for this new. And again this, then inside it, your web driver. First, doing work with web driver. Okay. Same for logout. I'm copying from here, otherwise they're getting mistakes. Logout from page. Logout from page. Logout L-O-U-T. I'm writing here new space this. And here web driver W-T. This is for logout. Okay. Now, this is we have called login and we log on. But now we'll pass the dish. Okay. So for link, for login is link. So link. For login, what is the method here? Name is login process. I'm taking. Otherwise, it will show the addition also here. Link dot. Okay, solution is password by user or by login. I will take this. Please to stream. So username is admin. And password is admin1. Admin1 Okay, then close this. Okay. Otherwise, you can call back simple by username by password as just like that. Then for logout, we have created this variable log and log dot. Suggestion is for logout, we have mentioned LOUT, which should be LOUT. Okay. Then check the suggestions by call, by logout or by logout first. I'll take logout first time. Here it's a string, so it should be a string. Double quotes, showing double quotes, so single quote not working over here. For single character, single quotes. For this code string, double quotes should be there. Okay, if I'll not type this, Then I can do len dot. Then I can begin by username. Okay. Len dot here. Not username. Then I have to enter admin. Okay. Then I can select len dot password. Then I put password over here. Admin 123. Okay. This for login. Then len dot login button should be there. Login. So I have to write 3 times username, password, login. But I can write over here len.login process. Because in login process, we have mentioned username, we have mentioned password, we have mentioned login also. Okay, so this is depends on you what you want, how to use. Either use separate all three different methods, or you will just call only one method, login process, login process. Okay, now run this. Now see, 3 files it was showing at the time. Means it is taking 3 files. Login form, logout form, and calling form. See, username, password entered, login, then logout. Perfect. So get the program. What we want, we have to log in and log out. Simple. But login, logout is directly we don't use this. Okay. We have create one page for login. We have in login, we have create method for URL launching, for username, password, and login process. In login process, all these URL, it will launch URL, username, password, login. All four are here. Other you can call by URL by username or password. Same in logout method, we have mentioned logout for callings because we have to select call calling and logout. A calling form, we are just calling by this login form page, new login. Logout form page is for calling, just here, name.login plus login. So in this way, we have learned how to use form. When form, the great advantage, we are creating repository over here. Okay. So thank you so much, Kim, for sharing. We meet in next video. God bless.